Phone's on vibrate.
Let's do it.
My phone's always on vibrate. That sounded a lot more sexual than I intended.
I thought that was the intention.
Nope. It just simply meant my phone is always on vibrate.
Hey everybody, it is August the 10th, 2018, and you are watching the Bitcast on the VGBits channel. I am Daniel, and join me, as always, is TJ.
I'm here.
You are here. Michael.
Hi.
Now no longer in studio, sadly, is Cody.
Bye.
But it's okay. We still love him anyway.
Yeah.
Even though we had to stick him on an airplane and send him home.
Well, it's good to know someone loves me.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Guys, how you doing today?
Good. Actually, today is the first day of my vacation.
Hey,
That makes everything better.
Yeah.
Like tenfold times better.
Like, I was going to say my car could explode into flames, but that would be a real downer.
That'd be real bad. You wouldn't have transportation.
Yeah.
You're like, how am I going to get up north? And you're like, I don't know now.
Yeah.
Hitchhike.
Hey, I guess my vacation's longer than I thought.
I need a ride.
I need to hitchhike all the way up north. Help, please.
But it's not on fire, and everything's gravy.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's still fully operational. It's totally not on cinder blocks outside front door.
But I hope not. Those are stock rims. Please do not steal them.
They're just painted to look awesome. Dagnabbit.
They're not as cool as they look. Come on, guys. Just leave me alone.
Oh, they look super cool.
They
I
are
actually
nice.
got to repaint them because the
Are you starting to wear?
yeah, it's plasti dip, so it's prone to peeling. And I didn't really put a heavy coat on them like I did it, and I was like, that looks awesome. Boom, put it back on because it was a weekend. I was at work, and I just wanted to get it done. So I only got a little bit, and now it's starting to peel. So I need to like really sit down for the weekend and just get at it.
Oh, it's a good thing you're on vacation.
I'm totally not going to do it.
No, you're not.
No, any kind of hard work is not getting done for 2 weeks. You're like, you have so much free time. I'm like, dude, I'm just playing No Man's Sky or Monster Hunter.
Man, No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that would be a thing?
Yes. That's a crazy resurgence for them.
We're going to have to talk about that and get things that we've done this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about we talk about things that we've done and games that we have played this week? Does anybody want to kick it off?
I will. Because
TJ
I've been
will.
stoked to talk about this. So I'm gonna get stuff out of the way. Like I played No Man's Sky. I played that for like a couple hours. I just got off the starter planet. Do I sound weird?
No, you sound fine.
Okay. I feel like I
Just
sound a
look
little.
weird.
Sexier than normal.
I feel like
but,
I sound a little tinny.
You don't sound tinny at all.
Okay.
You're just like,
See,
hey.
that's how I felt wearing. Are you wearing the same headphones I was wearing?
Yeah. I wonder if that's
Yeah.
it. Like I got so used to because I have my like
Really good
sound
ones?
dampening ones in there. Maybe that is. Yeah, I just got used to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Anyways, I'm
sounded
sorry.
weird
I didn't mean to go off on that, but it was bothering me. I was like,
Weird.
man, did I ruin this?
Man, tangents. What are we made of?
But so I picked up No Man's Sky, and I played it about an hour or two, and then I had to go to work last week or weekend, Monday. I also picked up Dragon Ball Fighter Z,
Okay.
and I played that, and it's pretty fun. But I've been playing Legend of Zelda:
Okay.
Link Between Worlds
Yes.
because
Wait,
Like,
I haven't played that one. Never mind.
I found my case and it has all my games in it.
Found it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh look, there that is.
Where was it hidden?
It was in my work truck.
Oh.
But now the reason I really went looking for it. I knew it was in the truck somewhere, but I went looking for it, and that's because I bought this.
Oh my goodness! It's the Super Nintendo 3DS.
Yes, and
XL.
it's gorgeous.
It is so pretty.
It's so pretty. It's on sale on Amazon still. Like I thought it was like a 1 day thing, so I was like, "Fuck, buy! I need that."
You're like click 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 click.
Because
click, click.
the Super NES is my favorite. That's why I pulled this off the shelf. So this is here, that's there. It's gorgeous.
Can I see?
Yeah, the buttons are they're Super NES buttons, I mean, just feeling it, I was like, man, it feels so good.
I'm so jelly.
But it's $150 on Amazon right now.
I'm not that jelly.
Well, the stupid thing retails for still $200.
I know.
Like I was like $150. That's what it should be selling for. And like I looked and like you can get them for like $180.
Oh, it's so nice.
I was like, man, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. I don't really need it. I have an old 3DS in there. I have the new 3DS XL and the new 3DS XL, which I don't play them. But I was like, I have to have that.
You're like, I'm just gonna collect this.
Yeah. But I have it and I love it. It's amazing.
I've got my own one of those.
But it don't have a screen on it.
I have a notepad.
I have nothing. Not yet, because Colorware still hasn't sent me my.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm so mad about that.
That super sucks. But I kind of want to talk about Link Between Worlds
Okay,
because it's so good.
isn't it though?
It is so good. I want to say it's on par with what is the new one? Breath of the Wild, but for different reasons. For different reasons.
It's underrated.
It is very underrated because I mean, just playing it, it feels like A Link to the Past. I mean, it's the same world, but just feeling it. I mean, the sounds of the soldier dudes, just all the little bits. I'm like, boom! I'm 8 years old playing on the Super NES again, and it's so good. I had to start over because I looked and I was like, oh look, my save file's still here, and I'm like, wow, I'm really far into the game. I don't remember shit at all. So I was like, I guess I will start over. I name my character.
Times I have done that.
Yeah, I mean, I do that with any RPG. If I stop playing it and then come back years later, I'm like, I guess I have to start over.
Not me. I just trudge ahead.
Man.
Like, I have no idea what these buttons do, but by God, I will figure it out eventually.
Well, yeah, but the bad thing about Link to the Past, I mean, even Link Between Worlds, it's a big kind of like directionless area that just like do whatever and shit will get done as you go.
It's true. They did actually kind of make it really open-esque world.
Yeah.
As long as you can buy the right weapon, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Which, like, I would go, I'd jump into dungeons and I'm like, oh, what am I going to find in here? And it's just like, it's just, there's nothing here. You got to go back to your house to get it from the rabbit dude. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Okay. I'll go back. But I love the game. It plays so nice. It's fun to play. So if you've never played Link Between Worlds, you're missing out on a really, really great game. And that's all I've been playing. I just want to talk about the new SNES 3DS.
I've seen it online, and I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, that's so nice." Because I love the original theme for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw me the other day when we had Cody in here. I was trying to buy the stupid, buy the stupid thing again.
Yeah, the analog.
Analog, and it's just like, no, we don't take anything but your card, and it doesn't like my card, even though it's a perfectly acceptable card. You don't like
it's like,
your
no,
card.
fuck your card. Fuck
You
that card.
don't want my money, you son of a gun.
We don't want it in this form.
Apparently not. All right, so TJ has been playing the awesome 3DS XL NES or SNES edition.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I have real quick news.
Real quick? Oh, N64 news?
Yeah, she just got back to me saying that she said we can test it tonight or tomorrow. Last time we used it, it worked.
Yay! Awesome.
So
Cody's on the brink of a really good deal for a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I'm mad jealous.
I mean, the Mario Party 2 in there is what's like
Right.
we're way worth it.
Yeah, like I don't even care
It
about
is.
that. I'm just like,
really-
ooh, Pokemon Snap.
You like Pokemon? I'm
I
like
love
Mario
Pokemon
Party
Snap.
2.
That was a fun
And I'm
game.
like, Diddy Kong Racing,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Michael,
nah.
boo.
right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Diddy Kong Racing. You son of a.
You know what sucks, man? I'm so
God
mad.
damn, he kicked our ass in that game so
Like-
hard.
And you know what sucks is I played that game religiously. Like, I mean, I played it so much. But you couldn't tell. You go back and look at it, you're like, wow, you guys never played that before, have you?
Fucking Michael, man, seriously, dude, you were just beating us to death. There's like, it's like, hold on one second. Let me flog you again while you're on the ground.
And then he does a lap and kicks you as he passes by again.
Like,
For those who don't know what we're talking about the first season of Arena Challenge, which was known as 8-Bit Challenges.
Yeah. I think it was
where
the second to last
TJ
episode.
and Daniel played Diddy Kong Racing.
Speaking of,
woof.
by the time this episode comes out, the first official episode of the Arena.
Season 2 of the Arena
Yeah.
will be coming out. Woo!
With a whole new intro.
Yes.
Partially made by Cody and me.
Oh, I tell you what, that intro, that intro, nice.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, Cody did it. Like, I did the rough in Vegas because I don't know how to use anything else. And then Cody's like, I can fix this. So now I don't have to, like, because what I was doing is I had like images and then I would cut them out for a couple seconds so it would appear to flash. Cody's like, nope. I will fix. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
So,
TJ was basically like, here's the idea that I want to go with. And at the time, I was trying out two different editing softwares, two new editing softwares that I was playing with. So I started messing with it in one. I was like, I can kind of get it, but not quite how I want. So I went over to a different one and started messing with it in there. And I was finally just like, TJ needs this. Let me just go into After Effects and fix it up real quick and send it over. And I think I had like 3 or 4 different versions done in about like 10 minutes.
Uh,
where I look at After Effects and I'm like, I don't understand what you want from me.
Well, that's why I like hanging around with Vegas, though. I know my way around Vegas.
Well, I mean, it's like Vegas is really good, but there's a lot of stuff you can't do in Vegas.
It's true, but if you figure out their filters, like, okay, for some reason I ended up with their pro version instead of their edit version. I think I told the story. I bought their edit version, which was supposed to be it was on sale for $150. Normally the edit version's like $400, I think.
Something crazy.
It was a super awesome deal, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy that. And then I bought it, and then I ended up with the $700 version of Vegas.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah. I want to know what comes in that one. I just want to dig through that. Just, send me a copy of that license. Let me boot that up.
I can only install it on 2 computers, and I have it installed on both.
Ah, boo.
Although I should probably go ahead and remove it from the recording studio computer now.
Yeah.
I do all my editing on my laptop now because I'm mobile.
My laptop doesn't do anything but
Play
VR.
Oh,
you
probably install it on mine.
he's trying to sneak your
Yeah.
your super sweet license there.
Well, see, here's the thing: is I've got a copy.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
I also have.
No.
I have another version of Vegas 14 because I got it through Humble Bundle. So.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I have. I
Well,
have
I got-
Vegas 14.
I got Vegas 14 and I've got Vegas 15. I really need to update to Vegas 16 because it's launching at the end of the month. So I need to pick up the upgrade for Vegas 16.
Yeah. I haven't had a need to upgrade. I mean, I'm still doing everything. I mean, unless it's got more usability features.
True.
I'd have to look through them. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with the 14. It was super cheap, $20. Couldn't beat it.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Yeah.
and you got Camtasia recently too.
Yeah, that program's about useless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first editing program. When
Like
I was
I'm
doing,
I'm looking at it and I was like, this is so dumbed down that I'm not entirely sure where to start.
it's yeah. Once I switched, I was happy I did. But I have like nostalgic memories with Camtasia.
Yeah.
Because it was like my first ever program that I used to edit whenever I was doing like old school Let's Plays on my channel.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad program. I mean, it's very, user friendly. Like when you look at Vegas, you're like, where the fuck do I start? Then you look at Camtasia and it loads with the project in there, and it's like the whole project is a video that's showing you how to edit. And I was like, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, and it's a lot of the programs are simple. I don't know what that's counting down to.
A restart.
Oh, I should probably stop it.
You should probably stop.
Okay. Carry on with whatever games you were playing, Cody.
That. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
we digressed and sidetracked in the most professional of matter with your
When don't we?
N64. Well, it's what makes us great, and then it also makes for 6 hours of editing and rendering.
Oof.
So,
That's true.
That's true. All right. Well,
Well,
so that's good news for the N64. Glad to hear that.
yes. She said that they'll test it tomorrow because they're out tonight, and I was like, you know what? I appreciate it. You just have a good night out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. But
no.
other than that, I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, in fact, I may or may not still be flying around just grinding out some money right now. I know,
you
so
are.
professional.
You are.
but-
You've
definitely
split
am.
your attention by mining all the silver and gold asteroids that are around your planetoids, which
Rude.
blows my mind.
Rude.
Not even worth it.
Not even worth
going.
it.
It's not even worth going after the asteroids. Honestly, I am going to my freighter and I am picking up a raid a harvester mission, which gives me generally like 300,000 or a really nice item or something. And I'm just doing a bunch of those while
Well-
killing time while my other ships are out doing explorations and stuff.
Hmm.
So
Yay.
I just
Yeah.
gotta get off the second planet. Second planet is where I'm on now.
good luck.
Well, we can play later.
Oh, I'm gonna play.
Gee.
Oh, that's true. We could play.
Yeah.
We can play together later. That'll be fun. I'll play.
Yes.
I'm gonna play more later tonight. But yeah. So is that it, Cody?
I honestly can't think of another game that I've really been playing. I picked up No Man's Sky because Knightley had mentioned that she was thinking about picking it up, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just play it with Knightley. And now Daniel has it and TJ has it, and I haven't played with you yet, Skid, but I ended up playing with David a little bit yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he jumped in my game, demanded Walker brains from me, and then just left and did his own thing. So
Yep.
That
He
sounds
does
like
that.
David.
yeah, but yeah, man, yeah, I don't think I've played any other games aside from all the mini games that I played while down there.
Cool.
Which
I am super stoked to see. By the way,
Oh, I can't wait to
I
see
can't
it
wait
either.
until those come out.
everybody. And unfortunately that's like 9 weeks away at the moment.
What is it?
Cody's arena
Oh
episodes.
yeah, man. There's so many episodes.
we have a lot in the can, and in fact, it's kind of a slight discussion earlier today of maybe we should actually start putting out a couple of
Yeah, because we're like months ahead.
So
Maybe
Maybe.
two a week.
That's
or
what,
2 weeks.
that's what we're thinking about. Yeah.
yeah,
That might work.
we
but
do
content.
we want more content on the channel.
Yeah.
We want more content being put out. So,
Well,
it's in discussion.
I'm gonna continue that off with the games that I've been playing. I guess.
All right, Michael.
The first of which is No Man's Sky.
Yes.
Again, like everybody here has been playing No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I cannot believe
Yeah, just ridiculous how big that blew up.
how much difference there is from it is now to from when it first released. In
Okay, so
2016.
did you play it when it first released?
I did,
Okay,
and it wasn't like the worst game I'd ever played, but there was not much to do, and it was
nothing
buggy
to
and
do.
yeah, and
Except mine gold.
there was some like issues with like a lot of the creatures in the game, the randomized creatures that everybody was doing, or discovering.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember seeing that video where they're like, "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and then it's like plays this really crappy like flute. Yeah, it was bad, but they actually look better. The game is a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I've been hooked on it, and I'm still hooked on it. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky. The second game I've been playing is a little bit of World of Warcraft. I've been playing the pre-patch for Battle for Azeroth because that comes out soon, which I'll talk about. I'll talk about in the news. But I've been playing a little bit of World of Warcraft, and I believe it or not, I reinstalled and tried out a tiny bit of Escape from Tarkov.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
is it getting any better?
Just to see like if it's any better, to see what's changed, to see what's new. Nothing's changed. It's the same exact game that it was.
Surprise.
That being said, when I jumped in, it was like the first few games that I played were kind of fun because like I immediately like picked up like my muscle memory from playing it before.
Mm-hmm.
Like wandered it out, saw a player, tailed him into like this extraction point, killed him right at the door, looted all the stuff, and then I extracted out. And I was like, yeah. So, you know.
Like, I remember killing people at this point.
Yeah.
God, I hate that game.
It's an okay game, but it's like playing it, like the few games that I did play of it just made me want to play PUBG because the gunplay feels better in PUBG than it does in Tarkov.
And there's so much anxiety. Like the anxiety level is way worse.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And that's all I've been playing.
All right. This week, I'm
Hey, Daniel, what have you been playing?
I guess I've been playing No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
And
really?
Yeah, really. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? I did want to try this ever since they'd started the Atlas patch way back because they said they had added so much more to the game. And from the very first day, because I played it day one, and just like you did, and playing it now, it's this is such a different game. I was utterly lost as soon as I started the game up. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not what I remember at all anywhere. They've changed up a lot of the elements and a lot of how things were done from the past. What recharges all your systems, like sodium, for example. I was like, wait a minute, sodium?
Some salty ass shit in there.
There's a lot of there's a lot of changes to this in this update. Most of it, majority of the update has been like positive and good, but I've still uncovered a couple of issues of the game that one was game breaking. I real quick, I'm sorry to go off on a tangent here. I logged in to a multiplayer with our buddy David. I was playing with him. Logged in, and he had already done this certain mission. And when I logged in, I was a mission before him, and it counted his mission as being done for me, so it never gave me blueprints to start building my base.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And I had to delete that character and start over from scratch.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't that bad because it was still near the very beginning, but imagine if there's a mission like that much later down the line. Ooh. It like cancels out or doesn't give you the blueprint or something that you need in the game. Yeah. So that happened to me, and I was sitting there. I was asking him. I was like, "How do you guys build a base?" And he's like, "You just press Z and bring up your build menu, and it's all right there under structures." And I'm like, do not have that. I don't have anything. It says you don't have a wooden wall or wooden floor, and I'm like, no. There's nothing like that.
Oh man!
It never gave it to me, so I had to start completely over on a different character. Woof. And I did it all in single player, and then went into multiplayer. So for those of you playing No Man's Sky and you want to play multiplayer with your buddies and stuff, make sure you get through at least the building aspect of building your base first before getting into multiplayer.
I'm not that far yet.
Neither am I. So this ought to be fun.
I would suggest. It might have been the fact that no, never mind. Yeah, just build your base before getting into any multiplayer at all.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I don't care. I'll start over.
I've honestly heard of some bugs with No Man's Sky in that regard, so that does not surprise me. I've encountered quite a few so far.
I think the one thing sorry, go ahead, Michael.
No, it's okay. It was real quick. I uploaded a picture. Of a base. I found a base, and the base was half buried in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
and I actually had to use my mining tool to dig through it. And I found a guy sitting on a table, and I uploaded a picture of it saying, "This is fine.
This is fine."
This seat's so comfortable it feels like it's swallowing me.
Anyway, go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent there, but
Nah,
that's
it's
what
all
we're good
good.
at, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, you want me to derail? I could do that.
Well, if you got any more N64 news, do you have it in your hand now?
She said, okay.
Ah,
That is the latest development in this saga.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
In N64 Con 2018.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
We'll
No,
see.
yeah, I've been playing No Man's Sky. It is so much different from where it was to now. I am happy playing it, and it's gotten better at rendering the planets.
Yeah.
Versus where it was.
Yes. Yes,
Like
it has.
in the past, you would come up and there was a planet that looked pot-marked with like gold or silver on its surface, like there was everywhere. And
Yeah.
you come render in, you're like out in the stratosphere. Oh, look, this planet's full of gold. And then you come down a little bit closer, and it's like there's no gold here.
There's all the textures.
It's like the render's bad. It's like it
Yep.
doesn't realize anything. But it's gotten much, much, much better in that regard now. So that has been a pleasant surprise.
Can we talk about how fucking janky the flying and landing is?
It is rough with a mouse and keyboard.
Yes. Has anybody played with a controller?
Cody plays
That's
with
why
a controller.
I play it with a controller.
Do
I
you,
have
do you just
plugged
fly?
in, so
Do you just fly with the controller?
that's all I
Yep.
do with controller. I fly, but whenever I get out, I get back to mouse and keyboard.
Now,
Yep.
see, I thought
It's-
about that, but I was like,
seamless, super
I
seamless.
I thought about that. It was like I spent a ton of money on a tool designed for flying spacecraft. So I'm gonna bring out my stick and
out the
throttle.
HOTAS.
Yeah.
It's nice
Yeah.
because that's something that No Man's Sky got really good is how seamless it is to move from mouse and keyboard to your controller and back.
Yeah.
However, the flying itself still needs some work, in my opinion.
It does. It
I
does.
will
It's
let
not
it.
perfect.
I will
but-
update everyone on flying with the stick and throttle. Because
Okay.
I bet
If it actually
because
works.
I bet yeah it will because I've already been reading about setting it up and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because I
Make
did.
sure you invert your flying controls. 'Cause
Invert your
that-
axis.
threw me off. That threw me off because I pushed up
Yeah.
to like to dive, or no, I pushed down to ascend.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I go down, and my ship goes yeah.
You want to go down? No.
No, stop. No, go the other direction.
Yep, I did the exact same thing. I have to fly non-inverted with mouse and keyboard, but inverted with a controller.
yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh,
Oh, well, moving on from No Man's Sky. Okay,
One
one
more
second.
word
One
of
second.
warning.
One second.
one more word of warning to everybody playing No Man's Sky multiplayer. There's a part in the game, or like at some point in the game, you will acquire a capital ship, a frigate,
Mhm.
that you can use to do other missions and stuff like that. If you're playing online with someone, do not try to, like, it will not let you summon your frigate into a system with someone else's frigate. Do not go to another system, get on your ship, and use the hyperdrive to teleport it manually into the system. Do not do that, because it will teleport you into the system with your frigate. Both players will lose control of their frigate until that you get out into a single player game, and then you'll spawn outside your frigate, outside in space, and die. And lose all your stuff.
Fun.
What?
That happened to Knightley. She teleported her frigate into a system with David, and she whenever she appeared in the system, she was outside and she died, lost all of her stuff. It really upset her.
Oh man,
Oh.
Nah.
that sucks.
And then they both couldn't do anything with their frigates until they logged off and went into single player. So that's something that's another issue. But that's my word of warning for that. So
Well, I guess we all know what we're going to be doing after the podcast tonight.
I think so.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
may currently be doing anyway.
Well, yeah.
Listen, I've been up since 2
Shut
a.m.
up,
and that's all I want to do. Like you know when you've been awake too long and you have like that coppery taste in your mouth,
Yeah.
and like that's me right now.
Just like, No Man's Sky.
Like I think I've consumed like two red lines today.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't die.
you guys do remember how I was tasting
Copper.
I was
yeah.
tasting copper like my entire visit there, right?
Poor guy was up way past his bedtime.
Yeah.
I think we all were.
I didn't
I was
recover
up
for
for
2
almost
days.
24 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't recover for 2 days.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was rough.
Yeah.
My throat felt better as soon as I got back into.
To a more humid
my
area.
Apparently, I don't know what it was. I thought it was just the air from the airplane like dried my lips out. Like I couldn't get enough water. As soon as I get back home, like no problem.
Oh, there's moisture in the air here. That's what it is.
You crazy Texans.
I must have just been like super dehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh, I found Texas in No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah. Like when I saw that picture, I was like, yeah, that looks like fucking
There
Odessa.
was even an armadillo creature walking around. I was like, holy crap.
If you want to know what the Southwest looks like, there's a planet just of Southwest Texas.
Texas.
You know, and I named it Texas
Perfect.
and uploaded it.
Good.
Hope somebody finds it.
So-
I also named the armadillo and the armadollar.
$100.
I love that reaction that Daniel did. Sorry. Anyway,
Is it a reference to
Moving on.
something?
No, it's,
Okay.
it's just like
This data?
moving on from No Man's Sky, because otherwise we will sit here for the next 40 minutes going No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky, No Man's
Isn't
You
it
like
great?
No Man's Sky?
yeah, we'll get back to that after the podcast.
We'll have more to talk about next week on
Yes.
No Man's Sky when we play like all night long tonight or so. But one thing I want to talk about is that I had been doing recently is TJ and I were trying to do book club, and we've already got a couple of books that we've already read that we're going to be talking about. I branched out and I started reading another book. Started yesterday.
Oh no, I read your tweet about this.
Yeah. This is a book. It's called it's just it's how bad it is. I've already forgot the name of the book. 1 second. It is called Snow Crash. That's what it is. Now see, at the end of what I had read Ready Player One. At the end of Ready Player One, I was like, well, I'm kind of not. I don't want to be done with this cyberpunk stuff. It's like I want another good cyberpunk book. So I got on the internet. I was like, all right, internet, tell me, what are books that are like Ready Player One? This one was like way up there on the list of recommendations. By the way, this book is listed as a 4 out of 5 star book on Audible, and it has thousands of positive reviews. This book feels like it was written by an 8th grader.
Ooh.
Okay, to be fair, like I haven't read Snow Crash, so I'm not defending it, but a lot of people say the same about Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
It is literally stroking the dick of the 1980s.
True. Very true. And as a kid of the 80s, it played right into everything that I loved.
That's the same. Like I was listening, I was like, this is the Twilight for guys who've grown up in the 80s and early 90s.
But
it's not the pinnacle of writing, but it's it touches on all the right spots.
when I say this book it feels like it was written by an 8th grader.
Yeah.
I mean like sentence structure and such.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It was
I kind of want to listen to it now, but it's 17, 18 hours.
it's a 17-hour book. I am 10 hours into the book, okay?
Ooh.
So, let me give you some information. The main character of this book, and I wish I was kidding, is called Hero Protagonist.
Oh.
What?
The main character's name of this book is called Hero Protagonist.
Like HIRO or
JIRO, but it's pronounced as, like a hero.
Yeah.
A hero.
Hironobu.
Protagonist. Second
Never
character.
watched this.
The second character. Oh, by the way, hero protagonist is a interracial black Japanese character, which it's fine. It's supposed to kind of play into the book, but it really hasn't at all.
It generally doesn't. It's like a token.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because hero protagonist carries a katana and a wakizashi.
Well, he
wakizashi.
definitely couldn't be white because that'd be cultural appropriation, and that would just kill the book.
He carries soy sauce?
No, Wahazashi.
He carries two swords.
Wahazashi is the shorter
Shorter
sword
of
that
the
you
two.
see.
I almost
Gotcha.
went there. I was like, I don't like wasabi.
I don't know. I think he was a great character in Big Hero 6. Or is it 5?
It was the second main character in this book is called YT. It's literally, the name is YT, but it's pronounced Whitey, like a white
What?
person, and the character is white. No, I'm not. This
What?
is exactly it.
I am now understanding why this book has a ton of positive ratings, because it's appealing to a certain crowd.
A bunch of 8-year-olds.
Not even that. These are grown ass adults.
The door had tipped.
Nope, not even them.
I don't know.
But-
It's
Lady?
Tumblr.
Haven't got the terminology. It's supposed to be dystopian future where the dollar is so far degraded that everything is bought in trillions of dollars. And
So Zimbabwe.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
trying to be that. I see where they're going, but God, I'm going to be a while on this just because it's just really bad. The mafia has taken
All right.
over. The mafia has taken over a large section of the United States. The mafia also runs a pizza delivery chain
Of course.
because it makes sense.
Because they're Italian.
Because it makes sense. They put pizza delivery.
Are they gonna be Ninja
They-
Pizza Cats?
No.
I really
They-
hope for Pizza
They
Cats.
promise the mafia, who owns all of this territory and is the most powerful outside of another government organization, and even at that point, the government organization doesn't mess with the mafia, has made a promise that your pizza will be delivered in 30 minutes or less. Or the head boss of the mafia will fly to your location, land at your
Fly.
location, fly in his helicopter.
Okay.
Like, he stops immediately, whatever he's doing. Like, he could be in the middle of eating dinner. He will stop, and he gets notification that a pizza was delivered late. He will stop. He will fly all the way out to this person's house that this pizza's been delivered late to.
And kill them.
Apologize to
Oh.
them profusely. Send
That's
them
not where I
out.
thought that was going.
Send them out on cruises and everything to smooth things over with them.
This book sounds so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I'm upset that you're even still reading this. But go
I
on.
haven't even got to even better parts yet.
Go on. I'm enthralled.
So, and this isn't even the premise of the book. This is just the mafia who has this thing. It's like, you are the most powerful organization in this book right now that I have been reading, and you're going to fly the head boss out and apologize to people? I said, this makes no sense at all.
That's
The world is like way terrible.
Makes me want to ask the author, who hurt you?
Really, it's horrible. And I specified the writing earlier. Okay, there's a section in the book where hero protagonist comes out and he is chasing a man named Raven. Okay, Raven is a guy who's selling the evil drug Snow Crash.
Wait.
Yeah, it's a drug.
Okay.
It's a digital drug and a real drug too.
This book, Did you not read the
I did. I read the preface of it. It seemed like it was interesting. I was like, okay, this kid. The preface of the kid is supposed to be a pizza delivery driver who's a hacker, who ends up uncovering a huge
Gonna
thing
hack
with
that
this
pizza?
with this digital drug that's killing all these hackers. By the way, this drug, at the time of halfway through the book, has messed up a grand total of one person.
Oh wow, it's a real epidemic.
Yeah. One freaking person. So, I'm going to criticize the writing now. This is what drove me nuts. So, hero protagonist, I love saying that, was in the middle of a field, and he's chasing down the bad guy, the Raven, who's a biker with a hydrogen bomb that he carries with him everywhere.
What the fuck?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're getting this like a junior high project, like write a book, write a story.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, "That was great. You should turn this into a book," and no one stopped them.
Yes.
The editor was like, "All right, yeah."
Yes.
And then someone was like, "I will narrate this book on Audible."
Yeah. Well, the narrator did not do a great job himself.
I can't imagine they got paid much.
Nonetheless, he's standing in this row of hops, or he's in a field of hops, and he's doing battle. And apparently, they don't allude to this at all, but apparently he had drawn his katanas, and he was in a ready stance. They don't say this in the book at all. It's just not
Implied.
even. It's not even implied. Okay, it's not even implied. So they do this, and they say, okay, well, now this Raven character had just finished sharpening a bamboo spear with his knife,
Okay.
and throws this bamboo spear at hero protagonist, and it said the bamboo spear was flying through the air too fast for hero to deflect it with his sword, for him to draw and deflect it with his sword.
All right. That checks out.
Okay, it says that, right? Then it says, but luckily, or then it says, or that'd be the case if he hadn't already drawn his sword
Jesus Christ.
and automatically adopted his stance for deflecting this, because that's what he does every time he has his sword in his hand.
It's like I feel like a battle's about to start. Ready, stance.
It's after I heard that, I'm like, what? It's like, seriously? It's like, that is a line that's coming out of an 8th grader's project. It's like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten to the worst part yet.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
What's worse? I just want to point out what's worse is he's only halfway through the book.
True.
Oh God.
But here is the worst part about this.
Free us
Okay?
from this nightmare.
This is
Worst
the
part
last.
about this
This is the last thing I'll
so
talk about.
far.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I don't know if it could get any worse than this.
That's what I thought when he
Okay.
started talking about it.
In
Like it can't be that
with
bad.
with Audible, and in certain chapter sections or paragraph sections, they'll sit there and say, okay, 1, 2, 3, and it's basically breaking up some of the continuity of the book just so you can see where there's a shift in tone.
Mm-hmm.
At every point that they do one of these shifts, there's usually a little musical cue. Sometimes it's like in a horror book, it's like no, or something like that. This one has a little cybernetic punk sound for one of them, which sounds okay. The second one is the most absolutely racist style thing I have ever heard in my life.
Is it Asian?
Wait.
Nope.
What is it?
It is more or less, it sounds like a white guy trying to pretend to be a Hindu Indian person chanting along.
Boy.
I'm serious.
Man, they're really trying to
It's like, where's this coming from?
yeah.
This makes no sense. It has no application in the book at all.
It's multicultural. It's fine.
No, it's not.
You know what I want to bet? I'm just gonna take a stab. I don't know who the author is, but I'm gonna bet they
Neil
have.
Stevenson.
Okay, I'm gonna bet this person has short crop, multicolored hair, probably pink or purple.
I don't know. But
That's just I'm judging. This is me assuming and judging by this terrible writing style.
it is so bad. There's no other description for it. It's just absolutely horrible. It is every time I come up with this chapter change or section change and I start hearing the blah, 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 blah stuff, I'm just like, stop being racist. I'm just yelling at my truck like, stop it. That's not right. Don't do that.
So to free you from this nightmare that you're in. Now you can keep you're gonna keep reading.
Here's the bad thing: is I have to keep reading because
Yeah.
I paid $25 for this book, and there's no way in hell I'm not gonna finish it.
Yeah. Make sure when you finish it, you then try to get a refund. You're like, Audible, I'm so sorry, but I need to give this back. And they'd be like, we didn't want it in the first place. But if you're looking, go ahead. Sorry.
I was curious, so I Googled it. I was like, what is this? Like snow. I typed it in, and the first thing is 93% people love this.
It's 90%. It's 93% on Goodreads.
That's
why.
I'm telling you, man. Just listening to it, like this appeals to a very specific group of people, and I'm not calling them out or anything, but their whole. You know what? I'm not even gonna get into it because I say so much fucked up shit. One of these days, I'm gonna piss off, and they're actually gonna be watching. And they'll be like, that guy.
It is so poorly written, and the neo dystopian whatever thing that he's trying to portray is just so bad and doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so if you want stuff that's like Ready Player One, look for John Scalzi. Lock In. I think it's Lock In or Locked In is really good. There's also Armada, also by Ernest Cline, who did Ready Player One.
I've thought about checking out Armada.
It's good. It's I wouldn't say it's as good as Ready Player One, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, I liked it. Some people didn't, but I mean, same with Ready Player One. And then just in that vein, I could probably give you more, but those are the two off the top of my head. Lock In was really good. I mean, it's read by Will Wheaton also. And Will Wheaton is a great actor. I love Will Wheaton. He's a wildly mediocre narrator.
That's true. Ready Player One was okay.
He reads really well, but he does not have... He's me. He has no range of characters, so you'll get slight intonations in his voice that will let you know that's a different character speaking.
That's a female character.
Yeah.
That's a male character. That's what I get with this narrator right now for Snow Crash.
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah, I mean, it's, like, well, Will Wheaton's like, some people don't like him just because he doesn't have a ton of voices, but some people don't mind because he's a good narrator. It's just, if you like characters, you're not getting with Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But, I'm sorry that took a little bit of time, but I just had to talk about that because literally I was like, I really want to start another book. I really want to read another book. And then I picked this up and then it had such great reviews. And then I'm just like, 8th grade project.
Yeah.
It's like, what have I gotten myself into? So I wanted to share my pain.
No,
we all feel for you.
We do feel for you, and and we're glad that you shared because that was
Do not buy that book, please. Don't even go read the premise of it because
Unless you're into that.
Painful.
93% of people that read it were into it.
You should read some of the reviews on the book, too.
I don't want to.
They are terrible.
I bet.
I was discussing this with my coworker. My coworker was like, here's why it's 93% reviews. Look at these reviews. So I was like, oh no.
Book good. Sounds nice.
The reviews were just as good as the book so far.
It sounds about as sketchy as that one website I found selling Premiere, CS6 Premiere for $30. Right?
That's a steal.
It sounded way too good to be true, right?
Yeah. Oh.
There were no reviews on Premiere. It was only on Photoshop. The more I looked into it, according to everything I found online, the website was anywhere between like a month to maybe 6 months old, and all of the reviews were like years old.
book good. I'm not nearly think as you drunk I am.
Oh, it was bad. But that's literally what I've been doing so far this week, is been killing myself with a terrible book. And I will finish it. I will put the rest of those 7 hours down next week.
It's hard to. That's like when books get like that, I start going into the speed setting, and I'm like, let's bump this up to 1.75.
I listen to everything at 1.25 right now.
Yeah.
Just because. But
that explains why you're getting through books so fast.
Well, I also I have the ability to listen to 8 hours a day.
That's true, yeah.
Straight up book, because what I'm doing isn't super difficult.
Yeah, I do the same, but I keep mine at normal speed because they get expensive after a while. As you buy $25 for a book, but if Audible's not a sponsor, but we're going to talk about them.
They could be.
They could be at Audible. At tagging people in audio form works, at Audible. Get at us.
Hey, legit, I do like Audible service.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's other ones too, but I think Audible is just it's the best platform.
You get a free book.
Yeah, but once you're there for I think it's 3 months, you can then buy credits. 3 at a time for like $30, 30 something.
Well, see, that's not bad then.
Yeah, because then you can decide this book costs $20. I can spend a credit and then average out to about $10 a book.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I would be okay paying $10 for this book that I'm reading right now.
Yeah,
just because I would have the ability to talk about it.
Right. Yeah.
Literally, the only thing good that's coming from this book is I can talk about it.
Content.
Hey.
Tune in next week for the finale of Snow Crash.
Oh Lord, I will tell you about the finale next week.
I am waiting with bated breath.
More than one person has been affected by the virus now.
Oh boy. Everyone died somehow.
It's amazing.
I just imagine it's going to be, at the end of it's going to be a utopia where all races live together in harmony and there's no white people.
Oh no, they legit have like the KKK section in the book.
Yep, I believe it 100%.
It's in there.
And the whole Whitey character, I assume, is just that he's super racist.
No.
Oh really?
No, it's a girl. It's a 15-year-old girl who's a delivery girl. But
her name is Whitey.
Her name is Whitey.
Which
YT.
That's not the first time I've heard that name. Some of you may remember YT Cracker, who was a rapper. He's a nerdcore rapper. I actually interviewed him once.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
When I did the Guild Wars radio thing, because he did a song for Guild Wars like way back in the day, like when Guild Wars first came out. And then I wasn't supposed to interview him. He was supposed to be on with someone else. And then the guy that ran the station was like, "Hey, you want to do Whitey Cracker review?" I was like, "Dude, I have no research." He's like, "You'll do fine." I was like, "Okay." So I go in. I'm like, "So have you done anything new since then?" He's like, "Yep, 6 albums." Like, awesome. So glad I got drug into this. Like, I like the dude. He's super nice. He sent me all of his albums too.
Dang.
Like after the email, I sent him. I was like, "Dude, I'm so sorry that I fucked that up," because I did it with another girl that was on the station, and I had no background, no nothing. And I sent him an email. We emailed back and forth for a while, and I was like, I haven't been able to do any research because they just kind of sprung this on me. He's like, "Well, here's all my albums." I was like, "Dude, nice, thanks." And I was doing he's good. I don't know what he's doing now, but
probably not that.
He might be listening to this. So what's up, Whitey?
Hey, Whitey.
It's
so weird for saying that.
It's me, Nocturne.
So that okay, I will end it there and say that is literally what I've been doing this week. So moving on to much more pleasant things to talk about, let's discuss the news.
Oh yeah,
because by God, we've got some news this week.
Man,
do we have some news?
Some news.
We've been so starved for news.
Yeah, there's a lot that happened this week.
It has been.
I mean, there's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
Neither did I.
But
thankfully, we had someone here who did watch it.
Yeah, I was.
That's me. I'll be going over that later.
I was gonna watch it, and then I didn't. Like someone linked, like me and someone in one of the Discords I'm in. They're like, "Did you watch this? Did you see all this?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." I feel like I should because that's kind of what we do. But then I didn't.
Well, that's why we have Michael, because Michael has watched it. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Who wants to kick off the news segment this week?
I did games we played first, so someone else can go.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'll kick it. How about it?
There you go. You went last. We'll go back the other way around.
I'll kick it up. I'll kick it up first. Let's talk about this. This is something that I saw a couple of weeks ago that I did not have the opportunity to talk about. Fans of Day of the Tentacle have gone in and created a sequel.
Yeah.
Called Return of the Tentacle. It is built in Unity, and it pretty much honors the Day of the Tentacle theme perfectly.
Yeah.
This game even has voice acting in it, which is sick. It is good. I've played maybe the first 10, 15 minutes of it. Feels good.
Is it a full game?
It is a full game.
A full game released.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
It
I
is.
would be interested.
It is. It's it's a fan remake, but
Does it star the same crazy cast of characters? Bernard, Laverne, Hody.
yes, it does, and you have Dr. Fred as well.
Awesome.
The premise is purple.
Okay.
The premise is
Okay,
Purple
I'm
Tentacle is coming back, and he's going to kill everyone, and he's killing everyone in a specific order.
Fun.
So you are trying to
Exciting.
save your neck from Purple Tentacle killing you.
Tendlers.
Tentacle.
Okay. You said you played 10, 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
How is the humor?
It feels like Day of the Tentacle.
Oh man,
It
I'm stoked now. I can't wait to try it myself.
it is really nice. They've done a good job with it. It's free. And I suggest if you do want to play this, you go find it and download it now before LucasArts destroys it.
Oh yeah, because Disney
Yeah.
does not truck with people fucking with their IPs, even though they could give a shit less about it.
Yeah. So I literally am surprised that this is still available right now.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have to ask because I've never played Day of the Tentacle. What is it?
Point and click adventure.
right.
2D point and click adventure.
This is
Okay.
Cody, have you ever heard of Maniac Mansion?
I think I've heard of it.
You should have seen the video because in 2017 October of 2017, we posted a video Halloween.
a Halloween edition
Yes. Of Maniac Mansion.
in which we
I will
blew
have
up a
to look
hamster.
for it.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry. Come again?
Yep.
We blew up a hamster.
Yep. It was on the
That was the goal of the video. TJ had never seen it before, and I was like, I'm going to blow up a hamster for TJ.
yeah. And he did.
And I did. And you can only do that, blow up a hamster in the microwave in the first release of Maniac Mansion on the NES.
Yeah.
Other production runs, they took it out because people were upset.
Yeah.
I
How dare you let us do this thing? Bitch, you did
They
it.
removed it. They censored that part of the game. But,
They did.
Day of the Tentacle is a sequel to Maniac Mansion,
Yes.
basically.
Okay.
It stars like all the characters from the mansion and one of the teenagers that you played as in the first game.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that answers my question and potentially anyone else who has never heard of or played Day of the Tentacle.
It's really good. The if you've seen the remake of Day of the Tentacle that was recently released, where they up-resed it and it has all the nice smooth textures and photos, this is what this is like. It's everything. It's not pixelated or anything of that nature. So they've done a really great job.
That's cool.
Very cool.
I'm stoked to check it out because you know me.
Yeah.
Me and Daniel are huge Day of the Tentacle Maniac Mansion fans.
Yes. So go
Awesome.
check it out. It's called Return of the Tentacle. Get it now and download it before it gets removed. This is just like Mario 64 Online.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come for it, and they're going to come for it hard because now mainstream news is talking about it.
And like Fallout Miami, which actually I think Bethesda is fine with. Bethesda loves mods.
Well, there's been a lot of things that have been removed. Another Metroid 2 remake.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Pokemon
Uranium.
It was like this Pokemon Uranium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that.
but,
Wasn't
yeah.
there also like Pokemon Zeta or something?
Yes, there's been a lot of things, and I'm
Anytime
yeah, I'm
stuff like
surprised
this
that it's
comes
still
across, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and download that and just archive it onto my storage drive.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
This will
that's
be worth something later.
Well, not
That's
even
good to
worth
do,
something.
yeah.
It's just, I might get it's like, I'm so tired of playing, every Pokemon game's the same. I'm like, look at all these brand new Pokemon that just people made.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this.
Let's see
That
what
aren't
people are thinking about.
Piles of garbage.
Yeah. Literally and figuratively.
Oh, pardon me. So that is my first news article of the week. Go download Return of the Tentacle. It is good and fun and everything that
I will.
you would want it to be. Next bit of news. Sony is celebrating their sale of 500 million PlayStations. This is PlayStations across the board because obviously they haven't sold 500 million PS4s.
Right.
That would be the all-time selling console ever. But the fact that they have broken 500 million, they are now putting out a translucent blue PlayStation 4
I'm
with
so on board.
2 terabyte hard drive. One, that's what really awesome is. It's 2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
And 2, it is going to have a little copper plate, and then the logo's copper, but it'll have a copper plate because they're only making 50,000 of these units worldwide.
Yeah.
So you'll actually have a numbered unit if you buy one of these. Now, right now, I have the Spider-Man PS4 Pro pre-ordered.
Also a beautiful console.
Very nice console. I was super stoked about it when it was coming out because, one, Spider-Man. Haven't had a Spider-Man game with the web swing mechanics from Spider-Man 2 in forever.
Yeah.
This is supposed to pay homage back to that Spider-Man 2 web swing.
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even today, it still looks really
It is
great.
still the best.
Yeah.
So I am stoked about this game. I am going to try and buy this console so I can own one. If I do get it, I will cancel the Spider-Man one because I don't have a need for 2 PS4 Pro.
Even though, oh no, you don't have a PS4 Pro.
I don't have a PS4 Pro. I just have a PS4.
Yeah.
And I have a 4K TV, so.
It needs that PS4 Pro.
It does. It does. Apparently it is so nice when you hook it up.
Yeah.
This console is going to sell for $499. Yes, that is $100 more than the standard PS4 Pro, but then again, you're getting a 2 terabyte hard drive instead of a 1 terabyte hard drive. So it makes up for it.
And it's clear plastic.
Yes, translucent blue.
Yeah.
So
We all know how much TJ loves those.
I love clear consoles, man.
this is
I mean, it's
supposed to be pretty sick when this lights up. It's supposed to look pretty nice.
yeah.
So I'm a little
talk
excited
very-
about that.
You would have talked very 90s
Yeah.
consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's
I mean,
true.
it's a beautiful thing.
So
I
this
want to see your insides.
this is going on sale.
Ugh.
It's going to be It's going to go on sale online August 24th, and only select retail stores are going to have it in early September. So, therefore, I know August 24th, which is going to be a Friday. I know what I will be doing that Friday.
Taking the day off.
No, I will be on like 12:01 on Amazon going, please don't be on.
Oh my God.
Please.
He will do it too.
I will take the day off. I will go. And shit, I'm gonna be coming off vacation, so I'm gonna be broke. Oh wait, September 24th. I'm okay. No, it's August 24th.
No, August 24th.
Oh no.
You were in trouble.
I
I want one so bad. I hope I can get a hold of one. I would love to get one in the early hundreds. Oh, could you imagine that?
yeah.
These things are going to be worth thousands of dollars.
This is gonna be man, what was the PlayStation 3? Remember when it came out? And it was just like crazy high demand, and then they were selling on eBay for like
$800-900. Oh no, 15. They got up to $1,500.
they were getting crazy expensive. I was just like, there's gonna be more. Everyone simmer down.
Yeah.
They're not limiting supply of freaking mainstream console.
Well, this is going to be it's a collector's edition.
Yeah, this one.
More or
Yeah,
less.
this one
is,
will be.
This is straight up. You collect this thing, and that's
Yeah.
what I like to do.
That's why I bought this, because it's a special edition.
You won't see it again.
Yeah, and that
That's why I have this.
exactly. I was so mad that I never got one of those. Like I tried so hard, and I got so far, but in the end, it just
Didn't
never
really
mattered.
God. All right, so that's what I have for the news this week. Go out and buy your PS4 Pro 2 terabyte,
Or don't.
or don't.
Yeah, save some.
Yeah,
for
well,
the rest of
actually,
us.
don't go buy it. Don't buy it. Let me buy it. I
Yeah.
want to buy it.
Buy one for him.
Yes, buy one.
Oh
for
man,
me.
that'd be super cool.
You got a P.O. box. And
I'd give you a big shout out. I'd be like, you get a shout out, and then I'd be like, you can come on the podcast.
I'll give you a crisp high five.
High five.
Better than the one I gave him.
You gave me a weird High five.
You just stuck your hand out, and
I
was
thought
like,
this
oh,
is
all right, well,
that's the
there's a
universal
nice,
signal for
quiet
high
high
five.
I was like, there's
High
a
five.
nice quiet high five because we're on the podcast, and then you're like, wow, that was a crappy high five. I was like,
Listen,
oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have to care about the audio issues. I just make noises. Daniel's just happy I don't use a metal cup anymore.
Yeah. Clink, 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 clink. DJ!
I used to eat ice like an asshole.
So
Well,
that's my section of the news this week.
I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Okay. So, as TJ said, this week Nintendo had a direct, early ass in the morning. Of course, for us it was, and it was a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate direct, and it started out with a CG animated cutscene. This castle, it's raining, it's dark, and then you see Luigi come in, and he's got his Poltergust 3000, and he's shining this light at this mummy, right? And he shoots this like plunger into the mummy's face, and then the mummy chases after him, and then he sees like this Medusa statue, and everything's chasing him, and then Death shows up with a scythe and freaking kills Luigi.
Reaps his soul.
Dead at 35.
And then you see this chain mace come out of nowhere and whack, like just hit Death's lower jaw and dislocate it. And then Simon Belmont, the from Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania 4, Simon Belmont removes his cloak and is just like looking badass, like classic like Conan look, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like a barbarian. A very classic looking Simon Belmont. Simon Belmont is now officially in the Smash Brothers roster.
Wasn't his little title card introduction Simon Belmont whips into action or something?
Whips into action, yeah.
I wonder if you can just like in the game, like move his whip around and it's all weak and floppy at times. I'm sorry.
That you can. One of the scenes, like you remember in Super Castlevania 4 that move where you can like sit there and like whip the chain around. He has that. He can do that.
God.
That's
He
cool.
can go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they have that. He has the axe move that like tosses a spinning axe in an arch. He has the cross, which like is like a boomerang.
Oh,
and he
wow.
has what was it called? The potion that you throw on the ground and
Holy water?
And holy water. It was holy water that he throws on the ground and it goes whoosh, and it makes like fire pop-ups. And then he has like an uppercut move. He looks really fun to play.
I hope his taunt is wall chicken.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, wall chicken. Or
just
wall
like
pork chop.
Or wall pork chop, yeah. Just suddenly he just goes and there's a wall there with pork chop. That would be great.
His final smash, I forgot the name of it already, but his final smash, he like locks a player in like this coffin and he grabs it with his chain whip and like sends it up into the sky and like like electrifies it, and they just go flying off screen. So during this cutscene, it was showing him, showing gameplay of him, and he's swinging his whip around. Oh, before I continue too far, Nintendo felt it necessary to come in and tell everybody. They had to come in and make sure everybody knew that Luigi is alive and okay.
He's not officially dead.
He's not officially dead. He was acting, but yeah. So there's also a new stage, a Castlevania stage with a lot of monsters. Like you'll see, like the Wolfman, and there's like a Frankenstein's monster and the Flea Man, and all that. Like tons of little monsters from the game are making an appearance in this level as like stage hazards.
Nice.
Interesting.
And including Dracula.
What?
Dracula can appear as a boss. He has not said what makes him appear, but once in a blue moon he will appear. We don't know what will make him appear sometimes, but he will appear in the stage as a boss that you can fight.
Huh.
Anyway, so
Mm.
Dracula's sitting there and attacking Simon Belmont and like uses this fire pillar and Simon gets hit. And then it goes back to another CG animated part where Simon, he like gets thrown back and slides across the ground. And he's like, oh man, and this big fireball is flying at him. And then out of nowhere, whoosh, Richter Belmont shows up. And he's like, he says this cheesy line, monster, you don't belong in this world, or whatever, from the Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
So an Echo Fighter of Simon is Richter Belmont. Richter Belmont comes in, and he has all his own little animations and stuff that he uses, and voice tracks and stuff. So I'm actually really excited about that, too, because he looks just as awesome as Simon Belmont does.
So that is
So
nice that they added an additional golly, I'm thinking Echo character on top of Simon Belmont.
Yes. Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont were both announced in that very beginning part, and it looks awesome.
Richter looks badass.
He does. He looks really cool. So they talked a little bit about Simon and Richter and the fact that Dracula can appear, and then they announced an assist trophy from the Castlevania series. Alucard, Dracula's son. Alucard makes an appearance as an assist trophy in the game. He has all of his abilities and moves, not all of them, but a lot of his moves from Symphony of the Night, and he can assist you in battle, and he can be defeated like other assist trophies. So that was cool. They said that everybody on the Smash team loves Castlevania, so a lot of the music team had a lot of fun making like 34 tracks for the game.
Oh my gosh!
From Castlevania.
Just from what I heard about this game, it's going to be massive.
They do.
It is.
Like
a lot of people were waiting for Simon Belmont to make an appearance. I'm just a little disappointed it wasn't like Captain N Simon Belmont. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They have got to add. I think there's still more characters that they're going to be bringing in.
Oh, they probably will be.
And it's gonna be a character from an Xbox game, I bet.
Is it Master Chief in this?
That was my prediction.
That was his prediction.
That was my prediction.
So okay, they had that whole intro and showed that Simon and Richter are in there, and they're like, so we have the Echo Fighter, Richter, and we got the assist trophy of Alucard. So that's it for Castlevania stuff. Now we're going to introduce two new Echo Fighters, and they announced a Fire Emblem character named Chrom, which apparently was highly sought after. Everybody wanted him in the game.
He's very cool.
He made it.
He's from the newer ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chrom made it into the game, and he's an echo. He seems like an echo of two characters, like Ike and Marth, or something. He seems kind of like a mix. And then the second echo character is Dark Samus.
Cool.
She Dark Samus floats and has a lot of the same abilities that Samus does, and she apparently was another highly sought after character. Let's see.
No Waluigi yet, huh?
No,
Waluigi's an assist trophy.
Ah.
All the Waluigi fans are sad.
Yeah. Then they started talking about stages, and they started showing off some of the stages that they haven't shown yet. And they had a WarioWare stage. They have a PictoChat stage. A lot of stages are making a return, and they look really great. Like some of the updated looks for some of the levels look really neat. And then they said, let's do a stage roster. Let's do a count of stages compared to all the other games. And then they had this little graph of how many stages were in all the games. And the last one had 70 stages or something like that, including DLC stages. Yeah. And then in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the thing goes up to across above the screen. It says 103 stages in this game.
Oh my god!
And
that's not including the what do they call it? The Battlefield versions.
Omega and Battlefield variants.
Yeah. So without the stage hazards and just the basic versions of the stages. So they said with those included, there's over 300 stages in the game.
Jeez.
Wow.
Then Sakurai was like, yeah. Yeah, Sakurai was like, now we have a little surprise for you in regard to stages, and then it showed these characters fighting on like the R-wing, or not the R-wing, the Great Fox. They're
Yeah.
fighting on the Great Fox, or I don't think that was it, but they were fighting on the stage, and then suddenly like the stage like goes black, and then you see this platform lift up, and it transforms into Zelda Skyward Sword level suddenly. And he's like, yes, now you can, during stage select, you can select stage morph, select 2 stages, and it'll morph between the stages randomly or within a certain time limit that you set.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So that is a thing that a lot of people were interested in for a little variety in the game. Let's see. There is so much. They showed a new stage, New Donk City, which
I just love the
looks
name.
great. Yeah, New Donk City. It's from Super Mario Odyssey. It's New Donk City with it's got like the characters coming in, like the band coming in, and even what's her face comes in and starts singing the Jump Up Superstar song. Did we lose?
Yeah, no, it's fine. You're
It's
good.
okay. You're good.
Oh, okay, good. And
Right.
it got real quiet. I was like, oh no.
We're having a silent conversation.
Yeah, TJ and I are silently conversing because you see something.
Talking about us behind our backs.
What you
No!
see, what you see right now is a very static image, and there's a very solid reason why it's static. So just continue for now. It's okay.
All right. Okay. So yeah, New Donk City was one of the stages, and then Sakurai started talking about all the music in the game. He's like, now instead of like what we used to have is used to have certain music tied to certain stages. Now he said, as long as you're playing as a stage from the Legend of Zelda series, you can play any song from the Zelda
Oh
franchise.
my gosh.
Oh, that's cool.
And they brought back the mi-
Hold on
Huh?
just one second.
Hold on one
sure.
second. We're having a slight technical difficulty at the moment. I was hoping this wouldn't happen, but there we go.
I fix. Oh, nope.
We'll
They
be
broke
right
it.
back. Whoops, we had a slight technical difficulty there.
Sorry.
Sorry. So, Michael, you were talking about the Nintendo Direct for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I think I was about to get to the point where we were talking about he was talking about all the music. Instead of certain music being tied to certain stages, as long as it's a Zelda map, any Zelda song can be played on it.
Right.
They brought back the menu where you select like, oh, I want this to play less frequently or more frequently. It was like a slide bar. They brought that back. And they're like, with how many franchises we have in this game and how many different games we have, let's do a count of how many tracks are in this game.
God, I can
And then
only
they had
imagine.
another system, like another counter going, and gets up to 435, 36, 37, 800.
Holy shit.
Over 800 music tracks
Wow.
in the game. And that's not including the menu music and some compositions that are unique to Smash Bros. Ultimate. So about roughly 900 tracks.
That's crazy.
Of
That's a
music.
crazy amount of music.
He
I-
said
a lot of
if
good
you were to
music.
play every single song from this game, one after the other, without pausing, it's over 28 hours of music.
Wow.
I have a thing to postulate at the end of your discussion with Smash Brothers Ultimate. Once you reach the end, I want to postulate this to everybody.
Okay. He talked about a bunch of new modes in the game. Like there's a mode where like if 4 players are playing, you select 4 players, and then you that battle's over. Then it gets you back to the character selection screen. But those 4 characters that were selected are no longer selectable, so you have to select 4 new ones. And there's a battle mode like that. They have a tournament mode, which like automatically generates this tournament bracket. You can choose how many players and how many CPU players there are, and it'll automatically make a tournament bracket for everybody to fight.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool things. They have like a 2v2, 3v3 modes and stuff like that. They still have the 8-player battles. Every single stage, by the way, is playable from the get-go. They said you don't have to unlock any stages. They're all playable from the get-go.
Thankfully.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of like unlocking stuff.
Well, characters.
Yeah.
Characters are the thing to
But we're up
unlock.
to 67 so far.
There are still characters that we still have to unlock characters.
That's good.
In the game, as far as I know. Let's see. Oh, then they started showing some of the different items, some of the new items that were in the game. Like one of them's a banana gun. It's just one shot. It's a banana disguised as a gun. You can shoot it one time, and it's a really powerful shot. And then you throw the banana and it can be slipped on.
But-
Yeah, there's a couple more items. Like there's a sword that you can use, but whenever it glows, it does double damage. Or there was a gun that like the higher damage percentage you have, the more damage it does.
Ooh.
Then they showed like a bunch of the new Pokemon that they have in the game. They have like Vulpix and Alola Vulpix and Mimikyu and Ditto is in there.
Nice.
Ditto can mimic, like if you pick up Ditto as Inkling Girl and throw it, Ditto will transform into Inkling Girl and fight alongside you.
That's,
that's
cool.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Now I want like the amiibos because fuck man, they're gonna come out with more now.
Yeah,
But I
there's gonna
want
be a
them
lot
all
of them.
dittos of the regular characters, so they're just all the poker
Oh,
face.
no. But yeah, there's like a lot of new Pokemon. There's some legendary Pokemon in there. And then they started showing some new assist trophies. One of them, it showed Mega Man come in, and he throws an assist trophy, and Zero pops up and goes and starts slashing his sword at some enemies. So we got
Awesome.
Zero in there.
I wish Zero would have been an Echo Fighter.
would've been
I know,
cool.
right? Now Zero is an assist trophy. I'm trying to think of all the characters that they had as assist trophies. Zero, yeah, they had Zero. They had Crystal from Star Fox. She's an assist trophy. They had Gray Fox from Metal Gear Solid. He's an assist trophy.
Ooh.
Oh, that's too bad. Was it Gray Fox in one of them? One of the Smash Brothers?
No, it was Snake.
No,
No.
Snake.
No. Oh, I'm thinking of Wolf. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
yeah, you can play as Wolf.
Gray Fox.
No, Gray Fox, like from Metal Gear Solid.
that would have been a cool character to have.
That's exactly why I'm sitting here going Snake.
I mean, I knew why you were doing that. I was like, no, not that Gray Fox.
Dun, 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 Fox.
I'm trying. I had a brain fart. Now I can't think of all the assist trophy characters that I. They had one of the Kirby characters, the chef character that can like pull everybody into his pot and cook them.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Shoot, like I hate that I just had that brain fart. I hate that.
It happens.
sounds.
It does.
This game is
happens
ridiculous.
when
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
so stoked. Like, all the Smash Brothers have been really good games, but like I haven't had as much fun as I did on the 64. So I'm hoping this one will kind of bring all that back. Like it's bringing that level of excitement back for me.
Can we have low poly?
This is low
Mario.
poly mode.
Yeah, can we have low poly Mario in the Switch version?
They probably could. They'd be like, "Oh, we've already got the character model because we put him in Odyssey."
Okay, that's right. I had to quickly Google. Thank you guys for like taking over there for a
Oh,
little bit.
We're good.
You guys knew. So Shovel Knight makes an appearance as an assist.
Oh, very
trophy.
cool.
Oh yeah.
And then they were like, oh, and we also have a very special assist trophy to show you, which is also a stage boss. He can appear as a boss, but he can also be an assist trophy. The first character in Smash Brothers history that appears as both, and it's freaking Rathalos from Monster Hunter.
Oh,
that's
cool.
right.
That's pretty cool.
Rathalos, the
remember
dragon,
them.
comes in. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about that on the news circulars. I'm like, what?
He's making an appearance in everything.
And
He's in Final
hopefully,
Fantasy 14.
hopefully they'll bring a Monster Hunter to the Switch
Yes.
because I need one
One day.
They
one day.
yeah, Rathalos comes in and he's like, "Oh, this is a boss, and also he can be an assist trophy." So they showed that, and that was really cool. And then they were about to bring it to a close. They were like, "Oh, thank you for watching. That's all for this direct." And then of course they had to have a special video at the end, which shows Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and they're in their house eating bananas, and they hear a loud, like just loud stomping, and the screen is shaking, and they both look out the window, and you see like this shadow pop up, and Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are like, "Oh gosh, who is it? Who could it be?" And King Dedede pops out, and he's just like, "Haha, I fooled you! Haha, what a funny joke." But then the shadow comes up behind Dedede and smacks him away, and it's King K. Rool, and King K. Rool is now a playable character in Smash Brothers.
Awesome.
That is literally a character that I would have not expected to happen.
Yeah.
I know. A lot of people didn't expect it, but as soon as they saw that little intro where it showed Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong in their house, everybody was like, "What? No way! King K. Rool, what?" So, yeah, it started playing that his theme, that dun 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 dun. It started playing that while it showed it.
It's impressive that you remember that.
Yeah, it started showing gameplay of him, fighting and stuff. And, yeah, King K. Rool is a character. But I mean,
there's
yeah.
You gotta have more characters.
We're already up to 67.
You gotta get to 75.
Then at the end of the video, after that King K. Rool teaser, they showed that big banner of all the characters, that really cool art of all the characters all on one screen, and then it zoomed in into some of the empty spots and put all the characters that were just announced, like Simon and Richter and Chrom and Dark Samus and King K. Rool, all fit in the picture as well. And everybody started thinking, "Oh, well, where's there some empty spots now? Are there more empty spots in the picture?" Everybody started looking. So that game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, releases on December 7th. And there's actually a special edition bundle announced for Europe right now. There's no word if it's going to be released in America. But the special edition comes with the game. It comes with a GameCube controller with the Smash logo and a USB adapter to let up to 4 GameCube controllers be connected to your Switch.
That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
I
would probably, at this point in Junction, I would rather use the new Nintendo Switch controller versus the GameCube.
Yeah.
But previous instances, the GameCube controller.
Yeah, I mean, GameCube controller has been a fan favorite ever since Melee. So, I mean, they had to, say, "Hey, guess what? GameCube controllers for this too." So,
because I know a lot of pro players still use the GameCube controller.
They do. Yeah, it's still a pro player go-to.
Yeah.
It's the GameCube controller. So that's fun.
I do want to throw this out. Like I said, I wanted to postulate this. Is this the last Smash Brothers?
It feels like it.
A lot of people are thinking it is because, Sakurai is... There's, I heard talk that Sakurai had been going through some troubles working so hard on the previous Smash Brothers games.
He got a divorce?
Got a divorce.
Yeah.
Something so everybody's surprised that he's doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's going all out.
I mean, literally, yeah. Everything that you've just said and all the features and all these characters and everything, it's just that's it.
Yeah.
You can't do any more than this.
Possibly going to be the last one. I mean, nobody expected it whenever it first showed up. It showed the Inklings, and it was supposedly another Splatoon trailer. But then suddenly she turns her head, and it's the Smash logo, and everybody was like, "Holy crap! There's another Smash! Where did that come from?"
Yeah.
But
this is. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last one.
This has gotta be
with a name like Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yeah. I mean, I had the feeling, just from the level of stuff they're putting out for this, that there's just, I mean, once you do this, it's how do you even follow that up?
Seriously, yeah,
I don't think you do.
I think what Sakurai had done is he knows this is his last one, so he's putting everything he can into it and knows that no one will be able to follow him up.
Yep.
Woo.
And I mean, he finally got a console or a system that can, can handle everything he wanted to put into it, and look amazing.
Yeah,
That looks gorgeous. I'm super stoked.
it looks super good. So that's definitely going to be a game I'm looking forward to on December 7th. The only other bit of news I have really is World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth expansion releases on August 14th. That's a couple of days from when we're recording this podcast.
Oh, that's
And about 99.99% of Horde players are really pissed at the current
I
story.
keep seeing
going on.
hashtag not my war chief.
A lot of people are really mad
I've been
right
seeing
now
that
at
since Cataclysm.
at the current thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, well, spoiler, Sylvanas is not living up to everyone's expectations.
Bryce.
But, like, we're talking about Blizzard here. They're not going to go with the same story twice, are
Yeah.
they?
Yes.
They're going to throw in some kind of twist, right?
Yep.
That being said, there's a lot of people pissed, and I don't know. I've been playing the pre-patch lately, and I'm kind of stoked. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. So I've been enjoying it. So that's my 2 cents.
Whoa.
I'm the 0.01% that's like not okay with it, but I'm gonna enjoy it anyway.
Like I'm that same way. Like when a game takes a direction that I'm like, wow, that was unexpected, and I'm not real cool with the outcome. That's fine with me, because that's that's their story. You're telling me your story, and yeah, not everyone's gonna like your story, but
let's see what happens.
like don't pull a BioWare and then change the ending because everyone got upset. I'm like, just own that shit and be like, hey, that's what happened. Like, no, let's retcon that shit.
But yeah, that's all the news I've got.
Cool beans. Cody, you got anything?
Absolutely nothing.
Great.
Nothing worthwhile.
Great, because I have big news that, boy.
Cody's got news. Cody's news is that he is still working his way for Freighter in No Man's Sky.
Actually, I've just been sitting in the space station waiting for things to come back. I've just been letting it run.
You're just like, come on, please. I want to buy you.
No, I've sent out frigates and combat ships out on expeditions to earn me money, and it takes hours of in-game time for them to do that.
Oh
and come
my
back.
god.
Now, do you have to be logged in the whole time it's doing this?
Yeah, you do.
Oh boy.
So while you're like exploring planets and collecting things and doing stuff, it's all doing it in the background.
Fun.
So it's
Ouch.
nothing that you have to manage. You basically just tell them, go and do this, and then you can go do your own missions. You can go collect your own things. You can do whatever you want. You could sit there in the space station like I am right now and walk away and then come back in a couple hours and they'll be done.
I don't play games to walk away for a couple hours.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to, like, you
Yeah.
can just leave it running and go do that, and you'll be fine as long as you're in a space station or in your own frigate or freighter or whatever.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
All right, TJ.
Like if we were playing later tonight and had our frigates in separate galaxies,
Yeah.
and you were like, I'm gonna send this guy out on a mission. Oh shit! You know what, Michael? I'll be right back. And I'll be like, that's okay, because you got a mission going on. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
So, besides the Nintendo Direct this week, some other news.
Mm-hmm.
Big news. Because I almost forgot the company. Rockstar released gameplay of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hell yes.
And holy fuck, it looks so good.
It does look very
Like
good.
their Rage engine is just, boy, they really squeezed it. Like, I don't know how much more content. Just like, you know, when you go back and look at Red Dead Redemption now, like compared to Grand Theft Auto 5, you're like, wow, that's a big empty game. And back then it looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This makes Grand Theft Auto 5 look big and empty.
No kidding.
Just you know,
Really?
because you know we're at that point graphically where things aren't going to get a whole lot better, but now they're getting to where they can pack so much in, and it makes it. Oh, man, look at that. That's fucking.
I loved some of those scenes
when he's like overlooking like that, where he's overlooking a valley and there's a mountain across there. I was like, damn.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right here.
Okay.
We're gonna take a short break.
Okay.
Let's get a video synced up, guys, so when we're talking about this, we can see everything that we're talking about.
Good.
And then we're gonna come back, and then I will also maybe try to edit this video in for everybody to be able to see at the same time. So we'll be right back.
I would pop it in right on the logo.
We're back. Sorry about that. We just kind of wanted to have things a little bit synced up here for everybody as we talked about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Because I have the attention span of a guppy, and he was playing the video in front of me, and I cannot look away from it because it is fucking gorgeous.
I can't look away either. It is amazing.
Like that scene. God, and now he is hopefully going to superimpose this on top of us. So if you listen to this on audio, one, thank you. Give us, share, like, subscribe. I don't know how the fucking Google Play works. But yeah, man. Just like look at the water effect, like the mud. I
like how he gets dirty in that scene.
Yeah. The lighting looks amazing. The wind, the everything. I mean, you can't say enough good about this. Like how quick this looks, super smooth. Look at that. Oh man. God, and it's apparently a new story, new characters. I think it's a new time period also.
Right, it's just before John Marston.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I thought it was a little bit later.
Yeah, I was assuming, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because this is Marston's gang that he was a part of.
Oh.
So this is just before John Marston era. God, that looks so good.
Yeah.
That
I
is
believe
unfair.
I believe you can actually see him in one of those scenes in the camps.
I believe you are correct.
So there's that.
But
look at all these landscapes, like the desert and the ranch and the modernized. Oh man.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It's unreal. Tesla.
Yeah. Man, oh man. If you haven't seen this video, if you go to our Discord, it's in there. If you haven't seen this video, you're living under a rock somehow. Because I mean, like within I think 3 hours, it was almost to 1 million views.
There's a lot of people who are waiting for this game.
Yeah, that's very true.
And like without fanfare, that Rockstar's just like, hey, check that out.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
I've been waiting for this game since the first one.
Yeah. And I'm so glad they kept pushing it back, because this is very much like when Breath of the Wild kept getting pushed back, and it finally released. You're like totally worth it. Just seeing this video, I'm like totally worth it. If they pushed it back to Christmas, I'd be like, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't know why you did it, but I assume something great's coming out of it.
This game will be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a ton of new mechanics that they've built into the game too.
Yeah.
Like what they're talking about right now is hunting for your family in. We're back again.
Sorry. It's all my fault.
It's okay.
Way to go.
In the future, we're going to have less issues with this. So it'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, one of our cameras turned itself off, and then the other one turned itself off.
Anyway, yeah, one of the new features is camp morale.
Yes.
Like keeping people fed and doing missions and stuff. And the breeds of horse, like taking care of your horse and stuff. Like the more you take care of a horse, the more you pay attention to it, the more like it'll be easier to control during like tense situations and stuff like that.
This right here, what they're showing right now.
Yeah.
Super amazing. The fact that you can just kind of intimidate somebody.
Yeah.
Or not even kill them, just say, you shut your mouth.
It's hanging off the side of the cliff. Oh man.
I was talking with my wife about this. Arthur here, you play as this guy named Arthur, and in the video it says you can choose how evil or how like noble he is, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they make him more of like a clear palette of a character, because with John Marston, I loved John Marston, but anytime I did something like bad, like in the game, it felt wrong
Yeah.
with him because he was a guy trying to turn his life around and be good,
Yeah.
through the game. So
Putting them ladies on
Yeah.
the racetrack.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was fun.
but yeah,
Just
I'm
get
hoping
that
this
dastardly.
character. I'm hoping this character is more of a clear palette for you to be like good or bad with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game
Man.
looks so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
The gunfighting looks a lot more fluid.
well, they've revamped some of the systems.
Yeah.
For especially
Oh.
for using Deadeye
Mhm.
for his aiming, they've enhanced it completely. So, they said that the fighting is supposed to feel more fluid in
Yeah.
every instance.
Well, not only that, but there was not really much in the way of like melee and fisticuffs in the first game. This one looks like it's using like bully mechanics from Rockstar's game Bully, where you can
Yeah.
actually grapple and pat. It looks well done for that.
So excited. And only, 2 more months to go.
Only 2.
Man, it's a long time to wait.
Yeah,
There's
it
a
is.
lot of, there's so much good stuff coming out toward the end of the
Feels
year.
like forever, right?
Yeah. But we waited this long.
It's true. And they
See, now,
go
This
ahead.
scene right here looked amazing with all the people
Yeah.
and
what I really want to see is how they're going to do this with multiplayer, because as much as I would enjoy playing this game single player, which I will because I greatly enjoyed playing the first one single player, I'm going to have more fun playing this multiplayer, but I want the multiplayer to be better than what the original Red Dead was.
True.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well, think
Because
of it.
that one was basically just like raid these places, kill these people, and then fight other people, and that's what you have to do.
Well, think of it this way. Think of how GTA 5 has meshed out with multiplayer.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is. They've done an amazing job with it, and if they take that philosophy somewhat and apply it to Red Dead Redemption, of course, in its own natural way, and you're not going to be buying high-rise buildings and doing
Or racing horses.
things of that nature,
It was Super Horse.
but
Put a spoiler on that thing.
But, you may have an opportunity to do a setup for a mission where you can rob a bank or rob a train or things of that nature with multiplayer. And you've got to have a bunch of people doing certain tasks, like stopping the train for one thing. So, this is it. Oh, I know it's Rockstar. Anything that they usually put out is always gold. I don't want this game to disappoint.
Yeah.
I desperately need it to not disappoint, because it would be the first time Rockstar had ever let me down.
I don't think it. Just looking at that game, I don't think there's any way they could fuck this up.
Well,
Unless
There's a
they
chance.
Bethesda it and just like it comes out just buggy as hell.
Yeah,
Because Rockstar doesn't get the same leeway as Bethesda does when it releases a game.
yeah.
I
So
mean, just take GTA 5 when it first came out, for example.
True.
well,
That did have a lot of bugs and trouble with it, and
Well-
multiplayer wasn't out when they advertised it was going to be.
well, single player was okay, and then they came out with online, and it was a literal shit.
Shit,
It was
shit.
a shit shit. It was a shit shit. It was a shit show. And then then when it came to PC, it was worse. And I mean, it's okay now. It's still not great.
Single player was legit though.
Yeah, single player was amazing.
I could not put down Grand Theft Auto 5
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
I think I played it nonstop until
Yeah.
I was finished with the story.
yeah. I think I beat it. Probably within a week.
Yeah, I had beaten it within a week
Yeah.
of playing it, just because the story was so good,
Yeah, and-
so engaging.
Yeah, and there's so much to do.
Yeah. I can't wait for the DeLorean DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm super excited about Flying Horse. Oh my god, there might actually be a DeLorean, and that would be so sick.
Oh,
Yeah. Think about it.
Yeah.
I was making a point there.
Yeah, I mean, I got it, and then, like, at first I was just thinking, I was like, that'd be cool to have a DeLorean. I was like, there could be.
There could be.
It could. Think about an Easter egg.
Yeah, like
You
you're just
uncover an old car that is just
it's like covered up in the
covered
woods.
up in the woods or in a cave or
I'm-
something. Be like, what is this?
I'd love to see. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see like a broken down clock tower
Yeah.
like somewhere. Or in construction clock tower, not broken down. In construction clock tower.
That world is so big, there's going to be something.
I'm just
in there.
imagining, I'm thinking, just imagining like you're walking into an area and you just see 2 fire tracks because the DeLorean just takes off and you're just like, oh shit, what the fuck was that?
You need to see like a train
Yeah.
flying through the sky.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I'm so stoked for this game. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Is it available for pre-order? Did I ask that?
Not
It
yet.
is available for
Oh, is it
pre-order,
available?
yes.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
can
available?
pre-order it.
Okay, is it only through Rockstar's launcher or is it through
Yeah, oh.
Steam as well?
Not going to be available.
No, I don't think it's going to be on Steam. I thought it was only a PS4 and like Xbox
PS4
One.
and Xbox.
Is it really not going to be on
That's
PC?
all it's for. It's
Not
PS4
gonna
and
be
Xbox.
on
not
PC.
Nope.
Wow.
Well,
way
I'm
to
not
way to
getting it.
go, Rockstar, you fucking dicks. Now I
I
have to go.
literally cannot get it.
Rude.
Let
I
me
was
look at
so
the
excited.
let me look at the last here. Yeah, the two things that are listed is PS4 and Xbox One. That's it.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be buying it for the PS4.
Yeah.
So will I.
It's where I played the original Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, I'd say don't. Eventually it'll make it to the PC.
Mhm.
Just because they took Grand Theft Auto 5 to the PC.
Yeah.
This will get there. But unfortunately it's going to be.
I'm gonna own 4 copies of it.
It's literally going to be that situation where you got the 360, then you got the Xbox One,
Yep.
then you got the PC.
Yep.
You're going to be, it'll be all over the place.
Yeah. Which I do. I have a copy of GTA 5 for Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
I do as well.
And for the PC. But since I talked about Bethesda, we can just
Bethesda?
Bethesda.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what we call a callback in the business.
Taking jabs.
So anyways,
Call it
we talked about Bethesda and Fallout 76, and they've done the controversial thing that everyone is doing these days and having their own launcher. And they're not going to be releasing Fallout 76 on Steam,
Here we go again.
which is so weird. Like, so weird. I mean,
Solidifies my choice to not play at all.
yeah. I mean, oh, man, I can't say I'm not going to play it. I'm going to play it just because I have to.
I won't.
I will let you all know how terrible it is.
Thank you.
But, I mean, yeah. So that's really it's weird that they're deciding to. I mean, I understand why. Because it's going to be all online, so they'd want their own launcher for it.
And they want their money.
Can I
Yeah.
make a doomsday prediction?
Sure.
Launchers are going to end up becoming the new consoles for PC, and you're going to end up having to start paying for them.
Ooh. I like that prediction. That seems
Or a
like something that would
subscription or
happen.
something. Yeah.
I think he's got a point.
I don't know.
I think he's got a point, man.
Well,
Think
here-
about
I thi-
this. What if Nintendo moves over to a computer and stop building hardware? And
There-
they got to bring their game somewhere. Why not build an
There's
app?
absolutely
You have
no
to
way.
pay
I
for
would
it.
never, if any company did that to where you had to pay for the launcher and then pay for the game, I would no longer, absolutely never.
Oh,
Because
no.
Think about it. That's
I-
exactly what we're doing with consoles right now. You buy the console,
That-
which is essentially the
Yeah.
launcher, and then you buy the game.
that's
Yep.
fine, but you're also you're buying a whole system designed for that. I've already paid $1,000 to build a system designed to do this. I'm not going to then pay money on top to just buy a shit program to then buy games to play inside said program.
No.
Yep.
You're right. You're right 100%, TJ.
Yeah.
But Cody's also right,
I know
too.
he's
This
right.
is
I know
definitely-
that's some kind of
guarantee
weird
this little stupid thing will
some kind of
happen.
weird dystopian future that he has like predicted.
Or pizza mafia cars.
Yeah, and I will have no play in it. I will quit gaming. I will fucking me and my 3DS will just go off into the sunset playing Animal Crossing and shit.
Watch. Steam will stay free. Steam will stay itself. It's just people will start removing their games from Steam.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
what's gonna happen.
Here's what my prediction is. I mean, it's already happening right now. You have a lot of companies like Activision / Blizzard. They've got their launcher where you just buy their games through their launcher. But Bethesda will probably do the same. I mean, they're doing it now. But I don't think it's going to be that widespread because Steam is such a huge platform, like Steam, GOG. Just, you know, I mean, it's a big platform for a lot of these smaller publishers and smaller developers. I think they're going to continue to keep you're going to have certain titles like Fallout 76 or Activision Blizzard titles being on their own launcher, but I don't think it's going to go this weird, terrifying route you're predicting.
I don't know.
I sure hope not.
Oh yeah, I hope not as well. But I think you make a good point.
I think the market will prevent it.
Market's kind of dumb.
Market is dumb, but there's no one. I mean, it'd be like, hey, $100 and you can have our app. You'd be like, I don't want your app. I don't want your game. I don't want shit you're making. It's like, it's a really good game. Be like, no thanks, EA. Fuck you.
And then everybody's like, man, have you been playing this game? This is the greatest game ever in the whole wide world. And then you're just sitting there going, I don't have the game.
Nope. It won't happen. Won't happen. Listen, 10 years from now, you guys can like dig this shit up, and they'd be like, "Ha!" I'd be like,
honestly, 10 years from now, I want to dig this up and be like, you know what, TJ, you were right. I am so glad you were right.
I'm just gonna revisit this every year. I'm gonna set a Google reminder.
Not a world I want to see.
It's a scary. Well, the thing is that's a scary thought.
Yeah.
But that's a business-driven thought right there.
I mean, here's the thing: you got to think that it is entirely possible because PC gaming has gotten way bigger than it has been in the past. Like right now, PC gaming is a huge competitor to the console market. So it's not unrealistic, but I really don't think, at least in the near future, that that's going to be a thing.
Well, look at this. Microsoft is talking about building a console that does nothing but stream games from over the internet. Yeah. And then all they have to do is they have this little program that they have where you pay X amount of dollars a month, and now you have access to their entire library. And then that app can be played on... In the future, I think they're shooting for your phone, your tablet, your computer,
and that's fine. I mean,
it's coming.
That's a whole different animal, though. That's paying for a subscription service, and basically, Microsoft is like, "Hey, check it out. We made our own badass Steam Link. But pop that bad boy in there," because they've already got where you have the subscription service where you can have pretty much their whole library of games.
But that's a half step towards what Cody's saying,
right? But it's not quite the same.
But it's a half. It's a half step. It's a half step towards it. That's the problem.
That's different. Nope, not gonna happen.
You know what? I see both sides because it is a half step toward it. It's something that you look at and you go, holy crap, what are we gonna like? Is this gonna go the way that we don't want it to? But at the same time, you look at it and you're like, no, it can't possibly go that way because people will stop buying games. People will just say no to the service and it'll go down. But
people said we couldn't pay for playing games online, and now we're shelling out a minimum of $120 a year to play games online.
Not everybody. One of the
reasons why I refuse to pay for Xbox Live or PlayStation Live or...
But Nintendo's now coming?
But see, well, I mean, Nintendo's going to do the same thing that Microsoft is also doing, where you pay for online and they're like, we really sweeten the deal by just giving you shitloads of game or giving you access to all these games. You can just like basically rent them.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, they're like, here's this whole library, and since you pay X amount of dollars,
you get that.
Have at it.
It's true.
And occasionally we throw brand new games on there. It's like, that's free. I mean, yeah, you're paying, $15-20 a month, but it's still a deal. If you're even playing games on a semi-regular basis, that's still a solid deal.
Oh, it's a solid deal, but nevertheless,
but
the underlying thing why you pay for that gold.
But see, if that happens, and say we just completely get rid of consoles, say they're taken over by PC, but you're paying like I have a Microsoft subscription, I have a Sony subscription, I have a Nintendo subscription. You're still getting, it's like a Netflix subscription basically.
Yeah,
that's fine with me. But I'm not going to then pay for your platform to then pay for your games. So you either get one or the other. I mean, I will buy your console because I'm buying hardware. I'm getting a thing, and that's fine with me. And then I don't mind paying for the software or hardware. But I'm not going to pay for software to pay for software.
I think it'll happen in the future.
I don't think it will. I think we're going to move to I think we're going to move to a subscription-based service that they're currently like. Netflix has basically said, "Yeah, this works. It's fucking crazy. We're making tons of money."
I hate it.
I don't hate it. It sucks because now you have Netflix, you have HBO Go, everyone has their own platform, and it's like, I can't afford to have this many streaming services. So you're gonna have the same thing when you come to video game streaming services. Like, I can't afford to have shitloads of consoles, just like I can't afford to have shitloads of streaming services, because one, I'm not playing that many games. Like, I have to pick one. Do I like Microsoft games more? Man, it's a fucking weird future we're working our way into.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get to that scary dystopian app future that Cody kind of predicted, but I think we're going to be moving toward a subscription-based service.
I think the subscription is the half step.
Yeah.
And then the
here's
elaborated by app,
yeah.
by game. I think it's possible.
Here's where it's going to get worse. Are they going to do a Netflix route where you pay a subscription service and you get everything? Or are they going to go Amazon Prime where you pay a subscription service and you still have to pay for all the new stuff?
Why not Amazon Prime? People do it now.
I know. But, I'm hoping we're still going to have two. Like, I have both, but I don't pay for anything on Prime Video because I don't know what it is about buying digital videos. I just don't want to do it. I want a DVD, damn it.
That is the thing that I hate. I hate that everything is starting to go to an entirely digital platform, because if I buy a game, I want to own the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Steam, for some reason, I just trust it. But any other platform, I'm like, I don't want to buy your game digitally on here. And
that's been a fear since like Steam since first came around. It's like, what happens? I spend thousands of dollars. I mean, if you terrifyingly go look, because now you can, to see how much your library is worth. It's just terrifying. You'd think I've spent thousands of dollars over these last 10 years. What happens if you just fucking up and disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we see like huge companies just be like, suddenly we weren't turning a profit and we're closed.
Circuit City.
Or we got bought out and that company just closed us down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a back seat because I've been slightly dominating this.
Oh yeah, you guys want to talk about stuff?
For some of this conversation with TJ, I do want everybody else's opinion.
Yeah, Michael, Cody.
This is legit a good topic to talk about.
Yeah,
it is.
It sucks is most people haven't listened this far. That's okay. Sorry, guys.
There's a lot going on here, so I can't really keep talking too much, and I might need to go real soon. So.
That's fine. We're almost done, anyways.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on, TJ. Then.
Yes.
Fallout 76.
Yep.
Scary.
Yep.
Oh, don't make me stop you guys. That was a good topic.
I mean, we've
continue on.
We could go on that. That could be a whole new podcast.
We could continue on, but TJ and I have pretty much emphasized our positions of what we think.
But before we move on, because I have some other news.
With Fallout 76?
Nope.
Okay.
With just me.
With you?
Just me.
With TJ.
Last weekend was my birthday. No.
Oh. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Speaking of, Senior Cody here got me a gift.
Oh, yeah.
It came.
He's like, I forgot.
I honestly forgot to order it, and then I got home and was like, oh, yeah, I needed to do that.
But I am grateful. It's a laptop cooler for my laptop, which needed it because VR is hard on it. But I walked in the house, and Daniel had set it in front of my door, and I was looking at it, and I was like, the hell did I order? I was like, I didn't order anything. This should be here.
I picked it up outside, and I looked at it, and I was like, what the hell did TJ order?
I opened it up, and it was like a gift, and I was like, aw. Well, like, I wasn't sure, but it just says, happy birthday, my friend. I was like, that's Cody.
Aw, yeah, that's me.
I appreciate it. I just wanted to thank you on video.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. You're a good friend, and you've done a lot for me, and it's a small little something I can do for you.
Oh, the love.
Gay.
Gay.
We've shared moments, okay?
So anyway, we're all done with the news now.
That's the news?
That's some good news right there.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the news this week. Guys, we're going to move on to my favorite segment.
Is it your favorite segment? Are you sure?
I don't know. It could possibly, quite maybe, almost
What
be.
is your favorite?
Email! If you have an email that you want read on the VGBit Bitcast, you can send your emails to bitcast@vgbits.com. That's bitcast@vgbits.com. We will read them. Guys, we got no email this week.
Son of a bitch. What?
Sadness.
What am
Come
I
on,
even-
Mike.
Pull your weight, Mike. Jesus.
Props to Mike, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sending in an email thing. It's not easy.
Yeah. Not every week.
Not every week. That's tough. So this week, I took it upon myself to bring in a question for everybody to close out this podcast. And my question for this week is, if you could relive one generation of a console over, what console generation would it be? Now, let me throw some caveats in with this.
Throw some shade.
Throw some shade. No. Caveats are going to be, 1, the console is a modern release of this console. So, if you say Super Nintendo, it is a Super Nintendo by modern standards. So,
Ooh.
therefore, modern graphics.
Oh.
And every freaking game that has ever been released for that console gets a modern up-res.
Ooh.
So
I'd like
it is.
I'd like to add in that FaZe answered this already.
He
saying
did.
He would prefer to relive NES, hands down.
Right. NES, by the way,
I just
NES
thought I'd
library.
include that.
I was going to. Thank you so much. He says NES hands down. By the way, NES library, over 800 games.
A lot of them terrible.
A lot of them terrible. A lot of them amazing.
Yeah.
So he says that, and he goes, the beginning of the PlayStation era as a close second. And I happen
That's
to,
right.
I do agree on that, but I have my own choice. So, guys, you get to pick what generation of console, and it gets all the pretties. What do you
I'll start.
choose? All right, Michael.
Okay. First, I'm going to answer last week's email.
Okay. What was your favorite anime and least favorite anime?
Yeah,
so go ahead, Michael.
Favorite anime and least favorite. I would have to say my favorite anime was Oh My Goddess.
Right.
The Oh My
That's
God
a
series.
okay. If anybody knows Michael, that's a given right
Yeah.
there.
And my least favorite is Evangelion.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising. Of course.
I
Then again,
I could not fucking stand Shinji. I hated
Watch-
that fucking character.
watching that at like 4 a.m, where the thing opened up its face and it was like, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
It was like, I know it was a very popular anime with a lot of people, but I tried watching it. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't handle it. But sorry about that tangent. We're really good at. I'm gonna answer your question. I would like to relive Nintendo 64
Ooh. So you
in
get
a lot of those
all
games.
the modern glory.
I'd love to see those modernized.
What's the one game that you really would like to see?
The one game. Oh my goodness! Now you would say the one game.
I'm being an ass. I'm going to sit there and make you pick a game. Just because.
I already know what my game would be for 64.
For 64? Oh, yeah, you'd be
The
Blast Corps,
one-
wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
I was thinking about that. I was like, man, that would be a fantastic game.
See, I want you to picture. I want you to picture this in your head. Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City,
Oh, my God.
with a giant mech just
Oh, my
wrecking
God.
shit.
Wow.
Destroying buildings.
Like a 100-foot golf robot.
Yeah.
Time to get moving. Time to get moving. No, for one game. Oh my God, you would do this to me.
Of course. You got to know what's going to happen. I like throwing in little extra bonuses and put everybody on the spot.
Yeah.
That's a good.
There's go.
game
There's
show.
so many
Da,
games
da, da,
that I like.
The game that I first thought of when Michael said 64 that he would want Conker's Bad Fur Day. Just like that's what popped into my head that Michael would be like, I would play the fuck out of that.
That would be cool, but they did kind of modernize that on Xbox whenever it came out.
Oh yeah.
That had a remake. But no, I wouldn't be that. That wouldn't be my one game that I was thinking of.
Quest 64.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
You know what's fucking?
Probably not.
I played that game when it came out, and I was like, I like this game a lot. And then I played it on an emulator, and I was like, holy shit, this game is terrible.
Go Amon and Mystical Ninja.
That's what I was thinking. It's gonna be a toss up between either Legend of the Mystical Ninja starring Goemon or Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh man.
Oh,
Diddy Kong Racing would be so good.
Like a modern version of Diddy Kong Racing with
Dude,
all
that's like
of its
Mario Kart.
modes intact and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
but Diddy Kong. Ooh.
that would be awesome.
I would hope it's more large scale. I want like supercars and jets. I think that would be dope.
That'd be neat.
Basically, what the new Mario Kart is, but Diddy Kong version.
Well, it'd have to be a little bit more robust, I would think.
Yeah.
Because Diddy Kong was actually, they did have a pretty good kind of like open roaming section when you were playing the game.
Adventure mode,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. So it would have to add some of that.
It'd basically be Grand Theft Auto with Diddy Kong characters.
Yuck.
Grand Theft Diddy Kong.
All right. So Michael is picking the
That's-
N64 era with
that's
Diddy
my
Kong.
answer.
TJ?
This is stupid. I want to go PlayStation 1, and my game would be Final Fantasy 8.
That would be good.
My second choice, which was hard for me to actually, and I know you don't like it, but it was PlayStation 2, Twisted Metal Black.
I just don't like Twisted
I
Metal
loved
Black.
that game.
I can get behind the PlayStation era.
Yeah, I mean,
PlayStation era was a good 10 years.
really, I just want a new Twisted Metal. Any of them, not 3, but 1, 2, or Black would be good.
It'd be nice to have a decent.
Car combat game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a while.
it's been a while. It's a forgotten genre though. For some reason, does not come back.
All right, Cody.
So this was very difficult for me because growing up, I never played like the SNES or the Nintendo. Like on a rare occasion, I would get to play with my brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
So I primarily grew up on PlayStation 1 and early PC gaming. And the Game Boy. I played a lot of the original Game Boy.
Okay, so out of then your early PC gaming, because I'll allow it, because why not? Because it's a thing.
Yeah.
Game Boy, and then PlayStation. What you picking?
Or Xbox, PlayStation 2.
Oh, good point. I did play a lot of the Xbox as I got older. See, like, if I were to choose Xbox, it would only be to replay Halo 2, but modernized, because Halo 2 was just so good in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Halo 2 was really good.
But I think a lot of games that I remember like watching my brother play and playing myself as a kid was probably in the PlayStation 1 and 2 era. So I'd probably have to say like PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
A lot of good games.
A lot of good games. That's a really solid console.
Winback.
A lot of very good games.
Winback. Have you ever played Winback?
I don't think
Winback.
I've ever heard of Winback.
That game was really good on PS2.
Amazing game on PS2.
Was it JRPG?
Rose tinted glasses now. No, it was like a police shooter.
Oh,
But
okay.
you progress through levels, you take cover, you shoot the bad guys. It had a whole story behind it.
Yeah.
It was-
Yes.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
it
Michael.
was a third. Sorry, I was just gonna say it was a third-person shooter where you can like hide behind walls and like spin around and shoot people from cover and stuff. Made by Koi,
Oh, nice.
That game
who normally makes like Dynasty Warriors and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
that game tops. That was the second game I ever played for the PlayStation 2, and I owned it. The first game was I forgot. Evergrace.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Evergrace was good, yeah.
That was an amazing game. You could wear a pot on your head in that game.
Top gameplay there.
You have big metal boots too. It was fun. It was a JRPG game.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
it was super interesting though. Very, very interesting.
What game would you pick, Cody?
Oof. Now that's an even harder
I
question.
tried to fill in time for you.
That's what we were doing. Sitting there talking about all these games.
Cody's like, yay! They moved on without me.
I was like, oh, I got off scot-free.
No one escapes without an answer.
God. I'm trying to think of like what game I probably spent the most time playing. I probably spent the most time playing on the PlayStation 2, Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
That would do for a really nice modern upgrade.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy
do that,
15 graphics.
Oh,
with
man.
Kingdom Hearts.
Woo!
That'd be crazy. But-
Ooh, that'd be sick.
But there's also this part of me that even though it's a PlayStation 1 game, I played it on the PlayStation 2 because we didn't have a PlayStation 1. It would probably have to be The Legend of Dragoon.
Oh my god.
I'll allow it.
That's so good, dude. It's such a
Yeah.
oh, I put a
Like-
ton of time into that game.
That
And then-
game I would love to see redone.
Yeah. I tried playing it again and I was like, boy, it's not quite as good as I remember.
Look at all the
The
triangles.
thing is, it's still a really good game, but you got to get past that early PlayStation graphics.
Mhm.
The whole 18 polygons per character.
It's a
Yep.
rough time, but it was a great time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and finish off this week for the podcast and
Do
answer
it.
my own question.
You gotta be Choplifter.
Without a doubt,
I thought you were gonna say yes.
no. I've seen modern remakes of Choplifter. They've done terrible jobs of it. No, without a doubt, it's Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Because think of playing Super Mario World
Hmm.
like Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is an amazing game right there. And that's just Mario.
Yeah.
You have Legend of Zelda, Link.
Well, I mean, if you want to get technical, we've got a remake of Link to the Past.
I know, but this is like Breath of the Wild level
Okay. Yeah.
for Link to the Past.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Sick. There are so many good games on the Super Nintendo that you could just sit there and go, you and you and you and you, and
Yeah.
all of them have that modern remake to it. Oh,
Yeah. I feel like the Super Nintendo was sort of like a renaissance for the whole 16-bit era.
true.
I mean, they had so many a lot of bad games too.
They were.
But I mean, there are so many good games.
They were all better than the Sega Genesis.
Yep.
I was sad. We had a Sega.
Wasn't the Sega just better?
The Sega
It's
was
just that it wasn't as popular.
there's just nobody wanted to play a Sega.
Yeah.
There's no games for a Sega.
I've always felt bad for Sega. Like we had a Genesis, and it was like the super cheap. I think it was a Genesis 3, and just put it in my sister's room. I had the Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. That's mine. And the game I'm gonna have to say, Link to the Past.
Yeah.
No doubt. I want another Legend of Zelda game really bad. Like Breath of the Wild was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I want more.
Have you played Link Between Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I own it.
Did you beat it?
Yes.
Awesome. You want to know what's sad?
What?
I have not beat a Legend of Zelda game since Ocarina of Time.
You haven't even finished Breath of the Wild?
Nope. I've finished all the dudes, and I'm ready to go fight Ganon, and I'm just like,
What is
nah.
wrong with you?
Because, like, I know as soon as I do it, I will never pick that game up again. But I haven't picked that game up since I got that far.
You should just finish it.
I know.
Because I was the same way. I was like, man, I don't want to finish the game. And then it was one day I sat down on the couch and I'm like, screw it, I'm finishing it.
Yeah.
And I beat the game and I haven't picked it up since.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lie. I actually played the DLC, the 2 DLC packages that they released. Those are hard.
Yeah, I'm not really interested. Like, I love the story of Legend of Zelda.
True.
Like, I mean, I've got the big book they come out with, which now they fucked with, just new game. Anyways, it's
off on its own timeline. It's okay.
No, you know what's fucked up is that like it's happened after Ocarina of Time, but they're like, yeah, but which timeline? They're like, you pick. It's like, no, Nintendo, it doesn't work that fucking way. You gotta pick one. It's fucking frustrating because they could come after all three of them. It's a fucking mess.
Yep.
It's a mess. And the thing is, like, I know The Legend of Zelda never had a real timeline. Like, they were just making games of like, here's a cool story, and we can use all these characters again, and it'd be great, and it'll sell. And now everyone's like trying to force this big, complex puzzle together that's not even puzzles, it's just shapes. But yeah, I mean, I know there's no real timeline, but I love, like, that's why I love Breath of the Wild, because it has so many tie-ins to like Ocarina of Time and just all the old game. Man, such a good game.
So many callbacks.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys.
I don't even know what I was going on about, but yep, we're out of here.
That's going to do it for this week's
Thank Jesus.
episode of the Bitcast. It is another good, solid podcast.
Yep.
With lots of digressing.
Hey, if you guys made it this far,
good for you.
yeah, I love you.
You like us. We like you too.
Yep.
So send your emails in, please. These couple of discussions that we have right here at the end. This is what we enjoy.
Yes.
So, and also discussions of whether or not pay to pay is going to be a thing for future. So
I mean, you never know when like a really like deep discussion is going to like pop up out of our just.
It can explode from anywhere. So there you have it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this week, and everybody, we will see you next time on the Bitcast. Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
I don't know why I yelled.